the summer, focus switches to the FIFA Club World Cup as 32 clubs from around the globe compete for arguably the most competitive competition around the planet. In each one of these videos, we'll preview one club from around the globe. Who is it? Well, today we're going to preview Paris Saint-Germain. That's right, folks, back once again with another preview. Today, we're taking a look at one of the clubs that are taking part in this summer spectacular. It is, of course, FIFA's Club World Cup, and we'll get to that in a second. Of course, if you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button, your one-stop shop for FIFA's Club World Cup, World Football, and, of course, Blackburn Bloody Rovers. We've got it all here under one rooski. In today's video, we're going to do a deep dive into one of the clubs that are taking part in this summer's football spectacular. We'll showcase you that in just a second. What I want to say is a big shout-out to the members. You know who you are. And a big shout-out to the Patreons. You know who you are. But anyway, sit tight. Hold on, and let's get into it. Okay then, folks, let's take a look at PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, one of Europe's representatives, and could be coming into this, depending on what goes on, as Champions League winners. I don't know, I'm recording this way ahead of the Champions League semis, and if not, the finals itself. So, PSG, a UEFA representative, Paris Saint-Germain to you and I, qualified as second best ranked eligible team in the UEFA four-year ranking system. They qualified back on the 17th of December, and they've yet to be at a World Club Cup. This is their first. Hopefully, a chance for them to shine, of course. These are the goalkeepers, and of course, one of the best in the planet right now, Gianluigi Donnarumma, between the sticks. We've got Sufanoff also competing for the #1 jersey, but you ain't going to get it, really. You might get a few minutes, we'll see, because it's just one of these competitions at the part of the year where it's not the status of it is not at Champions League level yet. It's probably not even at domestic league level. They'll compete, they'll give it a go, but we might see a rotated sort of squad for clubs such as PSG, Real Madrid, Manchester City. We'll see. But anyway, they do have a nice looking roster with, of course, Hakimi at the back there, Marquinhos, of course, Nuno Mendes. You've got William Pacharo as well, Lucas Hernandez, amongst others, and also a very young and promising looking squad. They've got Vitinha in the middle of the park there, João Neves as well, Lee Kang-in as well, Ralan Zamir-Emery, Fabian Ruiz, and of course up top like Dembele, Barcola, and Kvaratskhelia out of Georgia to really spice things up in what is an exciting looking PSG. We're going to give it to them. The best player on the pitch though has been Hakimi with 7.82 average. Dembele has also been up there as well with 7.80 average. João Neves as well in the bronze medal spot for PSG this season. But as I said, of course, it could be a rotated squad, and it could be something like this. Matías Stamanoff between the sticks. He's a decent goalkeeper, of course, of Russian descent. That's right. Luca Baraldo as well in a back four here. We've got Lucas Hernandez as well. Warren Zaire-Emery and Akif Hakimi operating as fullbacks, attacking fullbacks, you would imagine. Mayalu, Lee Kang-in, Dure, Bradley Barcola, Mbaye and Ramos. It does look like a rotated squad this game here. Of course, some of the big boys not playing, but definitely mixing it up, keeping people fresh for big games such as Champions League and beyond. So this is, of course, their pedigree. One thing that is missing as of right now is a Champions League win, but that could be on there by the time we go live with this video and with this tournament, of course. They are 13 times, though, French champion, 15-time French winner. And, of course, the highest success they have on Europe is Cup Winners' Cup back in 95-96. Luis Enrique is the man in charge, of course, 54 years of age. He's got a contract till 2027. He's got a points per match ratio of 2.03. The key man, though, the main man is Kvaratskhelia out of Georgia, of course. He's both-footed. He's an absolute wizard coming at you on the left-hand side of the wing, and he's 18 million euro rated. The squad itself is just shy of $1 billion, 923 million euros with 38 million euros apiece on average. 23.8 is the age. It's a very young squad, of course. That's going to be challenging for Europe for many, many years. 17 national players, 8 youth national team players, 15 foreigners on the books of PSG. This is what's on the store for them, though. Their season will end with the French Cup final up against Reims on the 24th of May. A couple of weeks later, they'll be off to the USA as they take on Atletico Madrid and their opening match in Group B. That's right, an all-European heavyweight contender right there. And if they win that, they must be in the driving seat for this group, and who knows, maybe even the heavyweight stages of those last 16 and beyond. Botafogo are next, though, out of Brazil on the June 19th, and then they'll take on Americans MLS's very own Seattle Sounders that could be already qualified by that point. But of course, a Group B, that is very much on the cards. This is their kit thus far for this season. They may change it up for next season and of course this competition. So this is what they're wearing as of right now, but it could change when we come for the tournament itself. But let's take a look at the odds then, shall we, for PSG. They're coming at you 3-1 on to qualify from this group, and of course you would expect them to do just that. But it is a mystery, bag of mysteries here with Botafogo and Atletico Madrid in it. So just who's going to take it in the more serious, we'll see. 12-1 on, or 12-1 to lift the trophy at the minute. That's high odds, of course. And I think PSG are in a good position right now, and ultimately, if they win the Champions League, which they could very well do, I think they will not really give too much kudos to this. They'll have that massive hoodoo off their back, and they will just look at this as a chance to maybe rest and recharge, because they'll be party mode if they do win the Champions League. If they don't win the Champions League, then they'll take it a bit more seriously and maybe go for broke and win this. But I ultimately think they'll get found out early doors in the round of 16. Probably win this and take on a tricky opponent in the round of 16. I don't know how it all pans out, but that's where I see PSG ending this tournament in the summer. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. Of course, will this club go the distance and lift the trophy at the end of the campaign? Let me know your thoughts down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and smash the like, guys. This will be a non-stop shop for FIFA's Club World Cup. We're going to have previews. We're going to have predictions. We're going to have, of course, watch-alongs as well. It's going to be non-stop here over the summer. So make sure you do me a honor, smash the like and smash the subscribe. Until then, I'll see you soon for the next one.